Nana also school feed night.
School feed almost a corrupting. Now, almost in Nilante Vanderpool, mini park, parliament. And so more the buy now, say, after the Ecopa Sika, near the Eco to your Mocas, can cry and you come and find it. After no Muco Pesica, and after that, I know after no Moca Sidas, don't fancy, no Media Babetia. Any idea. I don't know my idea, any Asem not
okay,
and once I'm there, can't down for die.
Oh, yeah, Beba, we are school feeding a Juma, we are caterer. Ebiana usikanaba ana emai ana yetua kakra na challenge bi wa san komono ana ebidi danfujai betes danfujai mixture another room
danfujai se mesra wo hawo na me ka ho asem se be ma wotadua ne mo adwuma yie be ma o sexual weakness very low wo kompa so a na ye piepia osunsumo da na obi si abrate bia ni so a o ginegine oba sa na o dam na ni so wo so madam aye se fa film so a dai azai and I ordered them, sir. Compared for diabetes, they use what? Then to be more, Emma or sexual weakness, no, and to be a free home call. Appetite, now, oh, no man, normalizing, no menstrual pace, the Edukua, Coco baby, after to pay, the BM, no better be. Pals, any constipation, waste space, Nina, down for diabetes, me, diabo. After Miss Sano, a idea to me, and so how or bear, Ujuri, or by Ujuri, Miss Sano, a bit me a bois, de poor. Me say body pains na no mesha no enti wo no betes na no mesha de kan ho be boa na boache e wo kan si drug lane o kan si drug lane ha case work about wo be bia ton kran ha sem na make afa the mess e also wo be bia ton any colina ka wo kuma se mensa e wo takra the market circle unique helps some more e wo bogo so ni prisia wo asem do fie e wo takwa smart herbal e wo boase Mosaic Pharmacy, Green Life Pharmacy, Sunwane. Dr. Asnod number 020-787-2155. 020-787-2155. And 0246493230.
Well, Yebeko na Yakom Rashid Menrada, a deputy minister, local government in Chirimodema relating to school feeding projects. No, yeti Yeba, wow, this school feeding in Jumebiano, Ubinya Konya, Etimini Yedi, Inkita, down for diabetes. Now for the mixture, Adarama, Yakwaba.
Shall I go switch? All
right.
There has been problem with the releases from common fund to make the payment for the caterers much more not frequent. But the ministry is also working a procedure where we could also from our own sources raise the necessary funding in order to cater for the arrears so that when the releases are made, we will be able to reimburse the sources we took it from. It is true that in every program, if monitoring and evaluation mechanism is not effectively carried out, what happens is that there could be lapses in the program. I can give the assurance of the ministry to the House that the ministry itself has set up an MAE desk at the ministry, evaluating the reports that are brought to us from the school feeding program office, and also getting reports from our field officers assigned to the assemblies, the MMDAs. And I can say where issues of the quality of the food has been raised, the ministry, through the school feeding program, has taken the decision to inquire into it and get appropriate responses. We've also, through the reports of the school feeding program, tried to create an integrated system where through the municipal assemblies, we could have direct and good quality farming inputs from some of our known farmers so that they will take directly to the caterers in order so that they won't go to the market and ask the question or the reports have been that people go and buy some rotting perishables and things. We want to make sure that we have, for example, I know there are good vegetable growers in the honorable members' constituency, so that the assembly will have direct relationship with those farmers, and that those farmers will supply through the assembly to the caterers, so that they can then, when the payment is being done, the assembly will also be in a position to make deductions directly for the farmers. So we create an integrated market system where the women will have an off-taker to supply them with the farm produce. We hope these things, when we put in place, will help to make the school feeding program more effective.
yeah, that for diabetes and the mixture, I really can't understand.
No, but baby, because why I say to me, you Benko and Namanka on the other. Collect did not meet. And one said, that's a very, in the betting colano, very, never young colano. Mad Banku, what to Banku, the enter say, some quite me, no pedigo. And what kind of nutrition, Adriana Benny, at the Malcolm?
Well, sir, you're trying to do this, no?
Don't obey. Ah, I can't even understand this. Where Dano, you call a Pandai secondary, you could do a jollof for your best food, no crown jollof, and I'm come. Jollof, a new
Jollof.
Ah, now me say secondary class. Me nanka me yamu anka me call for from 1 to 5 aduane nti. Bibia nya na nya aduane. E class school aduane oboa edam. Ti I was so surprised say wo aduane omu de ani hwoya jollof ani hwoya no meat no egg nothing.
Unity school no
inside secondary school azim akaka ma adua inside udu house wadu azim. So ya kwa ene gari and beans kwa e pre ho. Yedi a friend say cocoa ni beans. Masa jai ana jollof
cocoa
kosuya deda so
cocoa bobe ye friend bobe
masa e ana po awi anwuro obekọ na hwa ma
0302211701 up to 4 school feeding project no uti deputy minister local government or ekawum ndi ajo omo ho to wona eboaboa ye so ya sena ansa na ka no wona timi atua. It tells you now it's deteriorating ndi e betre. Well, maybe now we need to share our experience. We are caterer, who providing kolana aduane a ho asem akosi say a ka woman na dada na yatua. Na de ogusu ye ho asem ete say enuane be na mode ma mofara so di. What are some of the challenges? Ye this are and common brow friend on 0302 211
0302 211 701
okay
702 703 704.
Once again, big congratulations to
Big Edu.
Big Edu. Yeah, so Mbaya Makufood ya hwen.
Sa Mama Evelyn.
Ana Central Region Mbaya.
Alote Jacobs.
Ana Greater Accra.
Adeko ka omo se Mahama support Adeko ka na mse munyi Mahama free.
All right.
Munyi Mahama free.
So that's it. Yanko assalamu alaikum. Lukman apom ti saying.
Salam. O mahini.
Yeah.
Na boko die.
Na me adom boko. Mesro. Ko was de bia ba me dia kwanche na futu ma o me na minim de ntia me na o kasasa ko wasem so no anko yi nsem a one na ka okoko am be bi monte
die dabi tie o de ma asame de me ko so na o ka se bi na ya no o ka se bi se o be ko jeje roles so no o kwa won fa ku ta ta ko no kreta o kanta
me fare ko so fo bi no won ko bi
na wudi
Obama de grama na we
kunja ta me peripeti fa o tibi pija o se se kutie e no nko e me se papa ya pe ketwa
Azi na efe o se kutie
o se kutie
me ni panu no jai kum tata
Mesdames, maintenant, mais quand tu as fait un bail, on va faire
c'est tiano, papa.
Yes, or I was also. It's one of the sweet pieces of it. Now, the American say, share school feeding program, I buy it. You be Kaka once and say, I didn't a book. And so you see, as I move, Deputy Minister for Communication, and let's quite push or because we're doing we are a one of the dear winning. The dear Cosso Ghana have dear quite a person, or better one month to me, come on. And so next, Minister will get the what can you say? How do you pick up the Bunyan? Never pass on down or be a freezer for. And the mom of the Amia and oh, yeah, no over for the top over to them up. How do you cast a Bunyan? You send a knock down for the bar, Bema Bar, Chanema was saying, a big cat, a big cat, you can knock down for the Bema.
Look, I'll see if NPP and other political parties had put up that office building by NDC, would they complain? MPs and NPP gurus contributed huge sums of money to organize their Congress. So, if NDC had contributed to build their offices, why complain? Hypocrisy at play. Jacks.
Well, quickly, Yanko Ahomano Suna Area SP Adamu, National Coordinator, School Feeding Program, Area Adamu. Good morning. Apom to say.
Good morning.
Era Adom, good morning. Apom to say.
Oh, yeah, Adom.
Well, Asem Bakwa Medical Busa, what is the state of the school feeding program?
Well, the school feeding program is ongoing, and we are managing it, though we have a few challenges, but it's on course.
Are you able to walk us through the challenges you're talking about?
Oh, yes. It was budgetary constraints. That government, Ministry of Finance was not releasing the money. Fortunately, they have started. We got to a point that we were owing the caterers for over 160 days. Just last 2 weeks or so, some money. In the last 2 to 3 weeks ago, we were able to pay for 77 days of the arrears, and we are left with some to clear. And hopefully, sooner than later, I think some of these will also be made by Ministry of Finance for us to clear some of the indebtedness in the cases. That is the challenge that we are having.
Apart from challenges of releasing finance, what have been the other challenges as well?
Well, the other challenges is like as a sequel to the down payment. I think some of the caterers find it difficult to cook or to finance their operation. So it has led to some of the caterers not cooking always. So we have non-cooking days which are being monitored, and any time payments are made, the appropriate deductions should be made.
Well, I don't know, but issues about quality food is also an issue now as a result of lack of payment to the caterers. What do you say?
Yes. Definitely, yes. If the caterer is not paid regularly, and human nature being what it is, they may decide to cut corners, and that will affect the quality and the quantity of the food. That is why government is trying to do everything to rectify the payment and then also improve on our monitoring system.
But the danger, aside the monitoring system you're talking about, the danger here then is that quality will be compromised.
I've said that already. That both quality and quantity will be compromised. And we need to involve the communities and others in the monitoring of the program so that we'll make sure that these things are not done.
But the implications of quality being compromised is bigger. So the question, therefore, is, are we able to put a hold to the project until we get proper financing measures?
What we have done and will continue to do is that we are enhancing the monitoring of the program, like social interventions all over. If the monitoring is not effective, human nature being what it is, they want to take undue advantage of the situation. And that is why we are doing the monitoring, we are doing sensitization to involve the communities where the schools are cited to be part of the monitoring system. We have asked the factory inspectors of the Ministry of Education that in their round, they must also monitor and bring to our attention any kind of indiscipline on the part of the caterers or the cooks so that these issues will be addressed.
But how are you able to discipline a caterer when you have not fulfilled your part of the deal? That's the question.
Yes, that is the question. When payments are delayed, that's why I said that the delay in the payment has been a major challenge. And now that government is addressing it, it is also due to budgetary constraints.
Then it weakens your authority as the supervising body, because then if I'm due A and I'm not being given that said A, how then do you say I should continuously ensure quality and quantity in terms of provision of food for the kids?
Well, that is why I think that if the caterer team is not able to cook, then it is better he doesn't cook than pretending to say that he is cooking. And we are taking serious note of the non-cooking days so that we don't pay money for nothing. So we have studied all these things. We are doing the sensitization, and that there is some kind of improvement. That is not to say if you go to some of the caterers and you see the food that they have prepared, you yourself will be attracted to take part. But there are some caterers who are also taking undue advantage and giving very bad food to the students, and we are taking note of some of them, and we are advising ourselves how to deal with them. But like you rightly said, once the caterer is not paid and you owe her, you also find it difficult to implement all the laws against it.
Well,
so Ministry of Finance is actually trying to do what it can to clear the areas as soon as possible.
Well, let me bring this to your notice. Wherever I have visited in terms of the school feeding project, I have never, and I don't think I would have loved to take part in the meal. In Kranza North, there's one of the schools enjoying that facility there. If you get to Boyem in Bronga Ahafo region, same. If you come over to Ahafo, Kenya, I am privileged to be at 3 places, and what they take as meal, quite unfortunate. So I'm not sure that position you've taken, that probably I might even enjoy what I go there to see, is entirely correct. What I have witnessed relating to these 3 areas is horrible, and it's very unfortunate that our kids are being fed like that.
Well, what I'm saying is that you cannot draw such a valid conclusion by going to a few schools in few districts and will draw that conclusion. I can also say that I've been to some schools, I go on official monitoring, I've been to some places, the food is as good as anything, but we are aware of some cases not performing. And that is why we think that we need to intensify the monitoring of the situation. Yes, we are aware that there are cases who are not doing good at all, but there are also some cases who are doing very, very well. Even in massive centers, there are some cases who are doing very, very well. And there are others too who are not performing at all. But the one that I agree with you, because of the indebtedness, you find it difficult to sanction the caterers.
All right, probably.
But I'm sure that if we improve the monitoring, we'll be able to identify the few ones who need to be advised or sanctioned.
Most grateful, Mr. Adom, but probably 2 more questions, clarification. Where do you get your source of money to finance the project from?
The project is being funded by the government of Ghana. That is why budgetary constraints go on to affect the program.
Okay, and what has been the explanation on the part of government as to why payment is not being done effectively?
Well, I said budgetary constraints.
It doesn't. Government is always constrained relating to budget. But I'm saying that what has been the challenge? Because this is the kids we are talking about.
See, I see you are talking my mind. That is the question I also raised. You see, we were getting our funds from the District Assembly Common Fund. Okay. But the payments were delayed so much. So very recently, the Ministry of Local Government was able to impress upon the Ministry of Finance, who made some money available. We cannot say that other projects have been delayed. Building of roads, councils have been delayed, and therefore we can delay that on the school feeding program. And I think the Minister of Local Government made it very emphatic to the Ministry of Finance, and that's why we're able to scale payments to pay some of the caterers. And I hope that in a week's time we may be paying some other way. There's some little money which will be released also to the caterers. We were hoping that the Ministry of Finance will release money so that we will top it up to clear all of the 10th term of the last academic year. But since that one has not come, we may release whatever little money is there to pay the caterers or the outstanding areas.
Well, Mr. Adamu, most grateful, but another reminder, what is the state of our school feeding program?
What is the state?
Yeah.
Well, on record, we are now feeding about 1.7 million children throughout the whole country. And excuse me. So that is exactly what we are doing. And we had wanted to increase to about 2 million.
All right.
But because of the non-payment, we have stalled expansion, hoping that after the budget, we'll see what can be resumed. But we have been promised that the areas will be cleared.
All right.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll have an even keel.
Yeah, that's it. SP Adom, National Coordinator, School Feeding Program. But in Tribuna,
so no, the man they have no watch them. Was says can any
okay.
Budget the baby will be a hotel on the buy the tree school feeding. Okay.
Okay.
160 days and a month. Yeah, or Mokano. I feel no more 35. Yeah, or Mope Husika. And no more require say, I buy no crowd, local government, the good nice and temper council, and no more tree kakra. And see, baby, at the end, you know, yeah, not want to me and punish your because.
Sikaniho. Your friend, and Empire in Ayabona friend in Abano. Honorable Prince. Oh, okay, article. All right.
Kwakula Kesee yade. Enti Empire man nti kwakula pay. Mama yengere home mobi manona into me MY papa person. The police in Asem has taken the organizers of yesterday's demonstration to court, saying that the demonstration was illegal. Man je kwan dia any omo ho kwan so mo ye no sa wo demonstration ho akwaje permission. Oh, police for her the Asem. Happy birthday to Ricky. I'm not sure again. I'll say I am from Awoshi. People are giving birth too much and they can't take care of their children. Everything government should do it. Why?
Ricky wife was that it was you. Happy birthday to my boyfriend. Ricky Anochi,
the boyfriend, no, say NDC and President Mahama are failing Ghanaians, lawyer Zama Ariabo, and 2 p.m. Asante Bampo say deputy youth organizer, I say AFAC should give us a break. Let's all unite and support President Mahama to build a mother Ghana. The only 2 p.m. shatter the whole Ghana.
Well, this year, Adam J. I crowd of the Kesee, bro, but I don't pay and charge from Kumeu, my Henonum, very Masafo, Chenabua, Kodia,
Sana Kumase, Bafo, and a pay channel.
Kabafua, there's 2 Foshuman Quahina. All right, don't say a child. Yes, here, Adam J. I crowd or the Kesee, bro, Jifax, Adaroma.